Carmina.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good, good. I was so excited to talk to you. I was really looking forward to this.
Thank you. And Savvy Nana is the name of your blog?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I do party planning and stuff. It's just stuff I like to do. And right now, I'm actually planning a birthday party for my husband, and was thinking of doing Italian food. So I thought, this is great. Maybe you can give me some tips.
Perfect timing. I'm happy to help.
I know. Um, so do you have any fresh ideas? Because, I mean, the buffet thing and the stations and stuff, they've kind of, to me, we've overdone them in our family.
Yep. Yeah, I do. I have part of having a catering company is I'm constantly tasked how to reinvent the buffet or make things fun and exciting. And so I rely heavily on two things. One is my Italian heritage and how the love of the actual ritual of entertaining, which is the love that goes into preparing, but also the fun and exciting display and uniqueness of what we do, but also in a simple way. So I'd love to recommend to you for your next party something that I've started to do that's just really easy, and all my guests talk about it, take pictures, think it's the best thing in the world. So I found a great breadstick product from Mulino Bianco. It's actually the best bakery in Italy, and now their products are available here. So this breadstick is a meal in itself. It's delicious, and it has really hearty ingredients baked into it, olives, tomatoes. So I make the breadstick sort of the center of this, I call it my rainbow breadstick bar. So I put the breadsticks in the middle, and then either store-bought or homemade, depending on how much time you have, dips. So I do an Italian guacamole, a white bean hummus, an eggplant caponata, some roasted red vegetables or peppers. And again, it's all pre-displayed, put out in beautiful bowls. The breadsticks are there, and my guests could come, make a really hearty plate, lots of different offerings, share, what they've had with other people, and it eats like a meal. So I get to enjoy them, and they get to enjoy the food. So I highly recommend that for your next party.
That sounds like fun. So is that just the meal, or could that serve as like an appetizer?
It could be the antipasto, which is obviously a very traditional Italian way to start, but I bulk it up so much. I put some fresh mozzarella, and I put some olive oil and peppers, and that I've actually served it just as the meal too, because it's hearty. It could go a long way. Or, if you want to move into just one delicious pasta with a whole bunch of, ricotta toppings or red pepper flakes or sauces that you can play around with. I like the snacktivity, the interaction of the food with the guests. So, so I think that's a really good thing. And I think that, it's equally important to start on a strong and also really end on something that's strong and delicious. So dessert's always like a very important moment when I entertain. I don't know how you feel about dessert, but I love making a big deal out of dessert.
So do we. I love dessert if I could eat it first.
Yes. Well, it's funny. The Italian tradition, cookies were for breakfast. And my grandmother, every morning, I would see her dipping her cookies into her espresso and just really enjoying like those 3 cookies she'd put on the plate and dipping it in. So that was really neat. I actually still do that today because I find that that's a really nice, having dessert for breakfast, but also a way to remember that tradition. But for your party, because I want you to throw your husband a really good party, I suggest doing a cookie buffet, but an ice cream sandwich cookie buffet. So Mulino Bianco also makes an assortment of really true Italian cookies, all different shapes and sizes, colors. So they also serve as the decor. So I put the cookies out, all the assorted flavors, and then in front of the cookie stands, I'll do chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream, strawberry ice cream, chocolate sauce, sprinkles, caramel sauce, and encourage my guests to make, whatever their flavor combinations are, put together 2 or 3 cookies, dip them in the sauce. They enjoy it so much. They take pictures. They have fun. It's really a lovely way to, again, do something before your guests arrive and watch them enjoy it.
Right. Does this go well? I mean, because we're looking at maybe about 60 to 70 people.
Oh,
How's
wow,
that
it's
going to
a
work?
big party.
Yeah.
But yes, it would. And actually, I have to say, with that number, things like I'm sharing with you today are even that much more helpful because, again, there's not a lot of huge prep or running back and forth from the kitchen. You just bulk up, make it look great, and it's out there and it's abundant and it tastes great.
Right. And what was the brand of breadsticks and cookies you were
So
talking about?
melinobianco.com is where you can get more information, recipes, tips, all that great stuff. But now it's actually available in most grocery stores in the United States in the international food aisle. So for me, they've become a really great friend for entertaining because I've got my dessert covered, I've got my, my breadsticks covered, the hearty, the sweet, the savory, and like I said, I do love to entertain with an Italian flair. So this is just a really great pal to have in my kitchen and at my parties.
Sounds fun. It really does. And I mean, we love Italian food. We love Italy. We love everything about. We're like in Italy as often as we can be.
Oh, great! Yeah, I lived in Florence for a year, and I really, if I didn't think I was Italian before I went there, I really, really mastered it while I was there. And it's the joy of gathering and eating and sharing, and the pride that goes into preparing that and sharing that is just what that was my biggest takeaway from being in Italy.
Among other things, the food is absolutely divine.
Yes.
But I mean, and everything else there's nothing you can tell me about Italy that I would not agree with as far as its beauty, its people. We just love it, So, and that's why I thought it would be really fun to kind of bring some of that into his party.
Yeah. Does he have a favorite Italian dish that he loves?
Believe it or not, it's fettuccine Alfredo, which isn't really Italian.
You know what, though? There's nothing wrong with that. I actually just read about the history of that. I think it was Douglas Fairbanks and whatever actress he was married to or with, they came back from Rome and started serving it at a restaurant in California. And that's how it became, went on everyone's menu, fettuccine. That's one story I got. I'm sure there's others.
Actually, the one that I heard is a restaurant in Rome, Alfredo's or something. It's actually still there, and I've had email correspondence with the original owner's nephew because I guess it passed down to him now.
Yeah.
And the guy, it was his grandmother's restaurant or something like that, and his wife was pregnant and she was going through morning sickness, so he actually mixed up this simple pasta that she could keep down in the early months of her pregnancy. At least that's their story.
No, that's great. And that's the restaurant that they said Douglas Fairbanks went to, Alfredo's in Rome, and brought it back to, I guess Hollywood is where he brought it back to. But it makes sense. I mean, comfort, simple ingredients. There's only 2 or 3 ingredients in that. And that's really the Italian way. It's just, whenever we got sick, my mom used to make pastina with a little bit of cheese in it, Parmesan cheese, and that was like heaven to us. Yum. Well, you should make him a delicious fettuccine then for his birthday. You could serve it in a big cheese wheel. That's another great way to serve fettuccine.
Oh, now that's interesting.
Yeah, it mixes in with the cheese. You kind of stir it around. Just add a little heavy cream, and it looks pretty. And it's just finding that big cheese wheel that sometimes is a little difficult.
That is an issue. Yeah, that would definitely be an issue. But yeah, I will definitely. What I'll do is I'll discuss it with my caterer because I don't cook.
That's why we need you, Carmina. That's why I'm a caterer.
I mean, I don't cook for something that large. That's
right.
just
That's a lot of people. It's good to get help for that.
Definitely. But I mean, I'll give him, because like we're always looking for something new and different. And this is, I love the cookie ice cream thing because I've done cookie buffets and stuff. But adding the ice cream is actually fun.
Yeah, definitely. And again, it's easy. So and people really love it. I've seen people respond really well to that.
Well, you could, with the amount of people that we have, ice cream tends to get a little bit messy when you've got people helping themselves to it. Mm-hmm. But I'm thinking you can pre-scoop them so that they have a little scoop and you just stick a scoop of ice cream on your cookie. You're
Exactly.
done.
That's what we do. We pre-scoop. You get, the little like melon ball scoopers if you want to make them small or bigger, it just depends. And you pre-scoop them,
Right.
put them on a cookie sheet the night before, stick them in the freezer, take them out just right before party. You could even put the sheet on, a bed of ice, and it'll keep the shape, and it just makes it a lot easier than them scooping into, you're right, a messy bowl or creating any more mess.
Yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't look too appetizing after the first few people have been through it.
That's true.
But that just really sounds like fun. You know what? If I don't get to do it at this party, I definitely do it at another party. Because now that you've got it in my head.
Oh, good.
But I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
Oh my gosh, it was so lovely, Carmina, and I wish your husband a very happy birthday.
Thank you. It'll be a few months down the road. We got plenty of time to plan. It'll be fun because it's a milestone birthday. It's his 60th, so we've got family flying in from all over the place. So it's gonna be a big deal, and it's a surprise. He doesn't know.
Oh, that's even better. I hope he's not listening then.
No, I'm hiding in my bathroom.
Oh, well, I definitely recommend you check out the Molino Bianco because it's really, really yummy, and it'll be nice to serve too. So good luck with that.
Thank you so much, and you have a nice day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.